Hey guys, welcome back to Techogram. Today we're gonna start our new series, Inheritance. So let's begin. So what is inheritance? Inheritance is basically a parent-child relationship. Here, parent is the base class, and our child is derived class. So this why inheritance use? It is basically used to make the code of the base class reusable by the derived class. So there are basically five types of inheritance. First is simple inheritance, second is multi-level, third is multiple inheritance, fourth is hybrid, and fifth is hierarchical. We will go through each one of these in different videos, and today we will take over only simple inheritance. So what is simple inheritance? It is basically one base class and one derived class, so one parent class and one child class. So we will first see the syntax. The syntax is the keyword class. We have to declare this outside of the main class, this relationship. Then this is the derived class. Here the derived class is our child. Then the keyword public, and then our parent class, which is base class. Here is our example class child semicolon public, and this is our base class. So we will see an example how to create base class. So first we have to declare our basic header files, which we always. So now we have declared our header file. We will first declare a base class. We will use class keyword and then parent. So we will get a clear idea. That's why I'm using the name parent. You can use whatever you want. Again, this is user defined, so you can use whatever you want. Now we will use a simple variable just to understand. In public we will write two functions. First is to get input from the user, and second is to display the output to the user. So we will write a simple function to input, and input will give a message, enter number, because we have just passed an integer a, so we will use only a single, and save it in the a, and we will display the same. So we'll use a simple disp cout number is, and now we will just display the a. As you can see, we have just did the same thing what we have did in our class example. We just declared a class parent, a single variable, and two simple functions. Now we will close our main class semicolon, and this is the point to remember. Now we will declare our derived class. So the syntax was the keyword class, then the name of the derived class. We will use child here, then our relationship establisher, so this is just a semicolon, and now public base class, which was parent, and this is how we declared our derived class. We will write a simple character. As we have declared number here, we can take the input of a name, so we will use character name, and we will give the size 20. Now in public we will write the same function to get the input of name and display it. So we'll use same void input, and in the input we will use cout enter name, and we'll save this in in name variable, close the bracket. Now we will just what we did earlier, we will use a void display function. Keep in mind the name of the functions in both the class should be different, so that we can call this separately. We will use display here, and in the display we will display our name, which is cout name equals to, we have saved the name, and now we will close our derived class. So we'll go through what we did till now. First we have declared our header files, then we declared a class parent with a single variable. So we will take input of number integer a, and in the public section we have defined just two functions. First is to get the input from the user, and second is to display the result on the screen. And in the derived class we did the same thing. We have declared a single variable name, we get the input from the user and we will display it to the user. Now time for the main class. In the main, always keep in mind, now you will ask, we have declared two class, so which class object we will declare? So we have to declare the object of the derived class. Here our derived class is child, so we'll use child. And now we will just declare object, you can declare C, and now you have to call the functions which are into the derived class. So what we will do here, in the main class we have declared a void input and void display, so we cannot declare the void input and disp in the same, so we will use void input 1 just to differentiate these functions. And here we use disp, and in the derived class we used display. So when I will show you the, now when this will be called, the object is created, this object is created. Now we can just clear the screen as we did earlier. Now we will call the functions that are in our derived class. So in our derived class, first we have to take the input, so the name of the function is input1. So in the main class we will use C dot input1. Now what will happen, this will call the function input1 and it will ask for the name, but we also have to call this function which is in our main class void input to get the result. So we will call this function in our function of derived class. So we will write here input and our function. Now this will call the, now this first will call that number, this function, and then when the control returns to here. So this is how we can use the code of the main class into the derived class, just by calling a single function. And we will do the same in display. We will call the display, which was disp, in our display. Now here we will just call our function which was in derived class. In derived class the function was display, and now we have, because this is a function, we have to use this. You can also give some simple messages to guide user, like we will use /n input details, and before display we provide a simple message of your provided details are, will close this. Now our get ch to hold the output for screen. Before the void main we have to close the class, so close the derived class with semicolon. And now we will run the program. There should be no error. Yep, there is no error. It's asked for enter number 1. You will write the name ABC, and your provided details are number is 1, name is equal to ABC. You can use the manipulators to get space. Now we'll run the program. Input details, enter number 1, enter name, we will use CRK. Your provide details are number is 1 and name is equal to CRK. So this is how you can use the inheritance concept in C++. So if you have any suggestion, leave that in the comment. Please like and subscribe.